couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a beautiful morning here at Button Check. Hope you're having a blessed day thus far, enjoying your cup of coffee, nice little stack of pancakes. We're ready to check them buttons, y'all. Let's go. Now, as many of you know by now, right now is a really hot time in the FGC just because a lot of pro players seem to be going through a lot of legal issues. Some of them are actually going through domestic violence cases, some of them are going through sexual misconduct, some of them are quitting, and some of them are getting banned. So a lot of us are familiar right now with the ongoing investigation with Panda Global's Infiltration. But come to find out, there's actually a lot of cases like that currently going on as well. There's a one-known Smash player by the name of Nightmare. A lot of you are familiar with his situation. He's actually been accused of sexual misconduct with a minor. I believe he was in a relationship with somebody that was about 15 years old, and I think at the time he was about 23. Now, this is one of those that I believe it initially happened a couple years ago, but it was recently brought back into the light due to like court issues or something like that. And then Weston kind of goes into it. Y'all know West Balls. He says, spent the last 30 minutes reading about the Nightmare situation. As far as I'm concerned, he is old enough to know about the consequences involved in making poor life decisions. No room for people like that in the Melee community. Wouldn't attend an event he was at, to be honest. And of course, people show their love for that. They're like, I respect you way more as a player and person for realizing how important this was after wanting not to be involved. I know nobody wants to be involved with this stuff, but people choosing to get involved helps the people who never had a choice in the first place. This goes a little deeper. Now, Nightmare actually has a friend of his who also plays Smash by the name of Trillium. Trillium actually decided recently to go on stream and kind of put Nightmare's case out there and pretty much defend him. And for one, people instantly did not like that because they were like, yo, we've seen the evidence, we've seen the court case, how are you gonna defend a pedophile like that? And reason two, while Trillium was actually doing this on stream, he got into it with somebody, I'm not sure if it was in the chat or whatnot, but he actually told that dude, I'll knock you out. So he got like frustrated with this guy and basically told him, I will knock you out if you keep doing what you're doing. Soon after, he was actually reported, and then Twitch saw fit to give him a perma ban. And some people were like, hell yeah, that's what's up, that's swift justice. But other people like Monib, if I'm pronouncing that right, he says, hey Twitch, or at Twitch support, can I get an explanation as to why Trillium is banned on Twitch? Because as far as I can tell, this is complete horseshit backed by hearsay and personal vendetta against someone. And then with that, you don't really see a reply to that, so I don't think there was a follow-up. And then it actually goes a little deeper in the Smash community with a well-known player by the name of Eichelman. And once again, you have one of these situations. Now with Eichelman's, I actually don't know all the details with this one, so I'm not gonna sit here in front of you guys. I don't know if there's a court case, but what we do know is the Smash community was very vocal about this one and his particular situation, and they actually did start to ban him at certain tournaments. And it all comes full circle. You have personal that always ends up messing up the professional, because there's only so much you can do in your personal life without negatively impacting your professional life. We see it in celebrity lives all the time. And you got these situations, the one that I automatically think of because I have the stand-up background is you got the Louis C.K.'s, you got the Bill Cosby's, where everybody loves them like in person, they're in movies, they like have such a great personality, but behind closed doors, they're like doing some ill shit. And they can only do that so long before it gets exposed and brought to the light and brought to the professional life where everything is pretty much ruined. Now, here's the only difference I would say between the FGC and celebrities. And the difference is this, let me know if you guys agree with me. We were having this discussion the other day. Do you feel like, take for instance, take your Mike Tysons, take your Chris Browns. A lot of these guys, they've been in a situation where they like beat their girlfriends or they were even accused of rape. Now the interesting thing with their situation though is they were actually able to take some time off, drop some hits, be in some movies or whatever it be, maybe take a couple years off, but they were able to turn everything around and be okay again. So here's the question that we were debating the other day, and let me know what you think about it. Do you think with your Infiltrations, with your Eichelmans, Trillium, Nightmare, do you think, and I know each of these situations is different, I'm not trying to say they're equal, but do you think in situations like these, is it possible to turn it around in the FGC, or do you feel at the end of the day, the FGC is just so much smaller of a community for that to be possible? And this is a lot, right? This is a lot to take in, because I know like on one hand, you're like, well, if these guys are guilty, they shouldn't even deserve a second chance. And on the other hand, you could be like, well, it should just depend on what they're actually guilty of, and then you could kind of take it on a case-by-case scenario. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to focus on the love. Tomorrow, we're just gonna keep it going with even more love. See you guys bright and early. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. This kind of got me sweating, you know what I'm saying? Because what happens when esports and the sponsors take full effect in Button Check and they're going to look at me and see Horny Tuesdays and I'm like, I'm about to catch a case. Pretty big case too, like a 12-inch case, if you know what I'm talking about. Or maybe 10, 8, 6 at the least. It's 4. It's 4.